Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. It has been a while, but I have time to film today. And this one is a long overdue, honestly, because we're in February as I'm filming this. And it is my whole collection declutter. So if you have not seen my eyeshadow palette collection declutter, I will link that for you guys. But today we're looking at everything that's not eyeshadows. I also still want to do my singles collection and declutter. I don't know if I have time to film that after this, but we shall see. So this is the video where I show you my collection that is not eyeshadows. It's not ginormous, honestly. I have this little IKEA drawer set, the like wooden one. I don't know, I feel like everyone has had that in their lives at one point. And that is where I keep my makeup. And I have basically one drawer with all of my things. So this is it. I have one drawer with false lashes and glitters and those type of things. But I do not really consider that my makeup collection. That is for special occasions. So we're not going to look at that. Then I also have some drawers with empty palettes and pans. I'm also not going to look at that. I'm just going to look at the makeup. So yeah, let's just dive in, I guess. I'm going to put this to the side and just rummage through. I have 3 mascaras here. This is the Essence Lash Princess mascara. I got this when it was buy one get one free. I hate this. I don't know what people are on about loving this, but I hated it so much. It's so clumpy, so wet. So I'm gonna, this is unopened. I'm gonna give this to one of my sisters if they want to have it. I'm not putting this on my lashes. This Essence mascara, the Maximum Definition Volume mascara, is my ride or die. This is all that I buy all the time. I love the wand that it has. It has that like silicone-y spiky wand. I love that, and the mascara is just good. So I'm gonna keep this. And then I have this Maybelline Sky High Lash Sensational mascara, and this is a glitter mascara. This is the gold glitter one. It's okay. I was hoping it would do a little bit more. I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit more for this. I was hoping it would be like a little bit more in your face glittery than it is, but I still like it, so I'm gonna keep that. You may have seen this in my recent haul. Then let's see. I have one eyeshadow primer. This is the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. I'm taping this so I can squeeze every drop out of this. I have been repurchasing this for well over a year, or maybe even 2, and it works amazing. So I'm keeping that for sure. Then I have some eyeshadow pencils, eye pencils. I have this mini one. Don't know what brand it is. This is a white one that I'm trying to finish. I'm gonna keep this, just a white eye pencil. And I also have a backup for that, also featured in my most recent haul from NYX. So I'm keeping that. Then I have these 3 creme gel liners from ColourPop. I have the brown, which is Brouhaha. I have the blue, which is Prance. This is one of my favorites. And I have the yellow, and the yellow is called Punch, and I haven't used that yet. But I know that I love the formula of these, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love the yellow as well once I get around to using it. So I'm keeping all 3 of these. Then I have 2 Flormar pencils. These are the Extreme Tattoo Gel pencils. I have the shade Orange Pop and the shade Purple Blaze. I feel like I should be using these more than I do. I'm gonna keep them out of my drawer and see if I use them, because they are very nice, they are beautiful, but I just don't really reach for them a whole lot. But maybe that's because they were in the bottom of my drawer. So I'm gonna keep these. Then I have two, again, quite new ones. These were also my most recent haul. These are the Extreme Drama Soft Glide eyeliner pencils, and I have the shades Moonbeam Silver and Bold and Gold, and I haven't used these yet, so I'm gonna try these out, see if I like them. And then there's one eye pencil. This is from Give Face Cosmetics. This was a freebie with something. This is also the brand that my white pencil is from. These used to be the same size. That's how much I used up from the white eye pencil. So I now also have a black. I haven't used this at all since like my last declutter. I don't think I even used it, so I'm gonna get rid of this. Then I also have some lip pencils. Yeah, I have two from Essence. This is the soft contouring lip pencil in the shade Lost in Love, and this is the lip liner in the shade Femme Fatale. This is an old one. I'm gonna get rid of both of them. I do not, oof, that looks awful. I do not use lip liners ever. I've discovered my love for lip oils and the NYX butter glosses and just lip stains. I don't use pencils, so these are gonna go. And then I have one more, and this is from Glamlight. This was in the Lord of the Rings lip set, so I am gonna keep this because I'm a sucker for Lord of the Rings, and I cannot get myself to get rid of this. And this is the lip, is this a lip oil or a lip gloss that came with that? So this is a set. I have worn them together. I really do like them. I do like this lip oil on its own. It's like a dark red purpley shade. It's very nice. So as much as I just said that I don't use lip liners, I'm gonna keep this one just because it's part of a set and I love Lord of the Rings. So we're keeping these, but we're getting rid of the other two lip liners. Finally, they have been in my collection for too long and I haven't used them at all. Then I have some Mica Beauty Shop items. Now you may know, if you have been on my channel, I love my Mica Beauty Shop single eyeshadows. I love my palettes. These I just haven't really used. This is a water activated eyeliner. That is basically the same shade as my cardigan. I have used this a couple of times, but I found that it kind of cracks when it dries, and that is not the look that I'm going for. So I'm gonna get rid of this. And then I have two pigments. These are multi-chrome pigments. This is in the shade Popcorn and this is in the shade Nirvana. These are loose pigments. I tried to repress them and I failed miserably. I never use loose pigments, but I think I'm gonna put these in my nail kit because I think I could use these on my nails. I'm gonna try anyway, see if that works. I feel like I would get use out of these if I could put them on my nails because I love glittery nails, as you may be able to see. So we're not really decluttering them, but they're moving out of my makeup collection. Then I have some face products. So I have this Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder that I've never used, I think. I'm gonna keep this just to set my eyeshadow base. I'm working on a cream colored matte eyeshadow. But once that's done, I think I have used up every cream colored matte shadow in my collection. So I think I'll move on to this and see if I like that. So I'm going to keep it for now. I don't use this on my face. I never have. I never will. Then I have the ColourPop Twilight Super Shock highlighter in the shade Meadow. This has been in a project pan. I'm gonna get rid of this. This smells bad. Really bad. I mean, I have heard of Super Shock shadows and whatnot drying out, but this one just smells really bad. And it's an okay product, but it wasn't what I was expecting. It doesn't really have a base pigment. It's just loose colored glitter, so we're gonna get rid of this. Sadly, I love Twilight, but you know what? There's no point in me keeping this stinky highlighter. And then I have, this is a mess, some blushes. So I have done a video a long time ago about repressing and frankening some blushes. They came from this Makeup Obsession Sweet Like a Peach palette. I have this little bit left, and I made these 4 blushes out of that palette. I never use these anymore. And this is a Franken blush from back when my Nabla Dreamy was my that palette. I don't use that anymore either. I'm just kind of over it, and they're very powdery. I don't know if you can see by the state of this palette. They are very powdery and I just don't enjoy using them. So I'm gonna get rid of everything here. I might keep the pans just in case I wanna press something new in there. And this is an empty ColourPop pan. I don't know why that's in here. That's a shadow that fell out and shattered, so we're gonna get rid of this and also this. And then the last face product that I have is my BH Spotlight and Highlight palette. I'm not gonna show you this. This is my Pan That face palette for this year, together with a shadow from my Beauty Bay Love Notes palette. That's the one. But I'm keeping this. I'm loving this. So this is a keep. And then all that's left is the lip products. I have some in my bag actually. Let me get those as well. So I have these 3 in my bag. The Made by Mitchell Beam Sugared lip gloss in the shade Sugar Cookies that I'm gonna keep. I've been using this, as you can see. I like this. It's sticky. Like, I don't love it as much as my NYX Butter Glosses, but it's a nice color, and I mean, I like it enough to keep it. So this is going back in my bag. Then I have 2 NYX Butter Glosses in my bag. This is the Bit of Honey shade. Not my favorite, but I do like the formula. And this is the shade Hustler. This is a Butter Gloss Bling, so it has glitters. I love this so much. So keeping both of these. Actually, let me get all of my Butter Glosses out, because I have a few. Here's the collection. And then I have these 2 as well that you just saw. I'm keeping all of these. I love the Butter Glosses. I like the formula. They're very lightweight. They're not sticky. I like how they wear. They're not very in your face. They wear off nicely, if that makes sense. So I'm keeping all. So we just talked about these 2. I also have the Butter Gloss Bling Pricey. This is another Butter Gloss Bling. This is the shade Bring the Bling. And then these shades are Praline, Fortune Cookie, Sugar High, Butterscotch, and Ginger Snap. So I'm keeping all of these. Is that an excessive amount of Butter Glosses? Yes, it is. I know. Then I have this Beauty Bay lip balm in the shade Cherry. I have had the other two shades, they came in a pack of 3. There was also strawberry and coconut vanilla. I love those two, especially coconut vanilla, but this cherry one I don't really like. It's too red for my liking. So I'm gonna get rid of this. And then I have some lipsticks that I don't use. I have found out, and also with the discovery of my butter gloss love, that I don't wear lipsticks. I have 3 of the Revolution Shrek lipsticks. This is Dragon, a very nice red, but I never wear it. Still smells good though. This is Gingy, a very bright matte orange, but I never wear it. And then this is Donkey, and this is more of a neutral. I've worn this the most out of the 3, but again, I just never wear it. And just looking at this color right now, I have a couple of the butter glosses that have a similar shade that I would reach for over this. So it's time to let the lipsticks go. I also have these 2 Glamlight lipsticks from the Scooby-Doo Halloween collection. This is the shade Jeepers. More of a pinky nude, but again, this butter gloss, very similar. So I would reach over for this over that 100%. And also these kind of smell funky. And then I also have this one. This is the shade Row. Very, very nude. I was very scared to use this. It's good. I like it. But again, I think this is kind of similar in shade. Or maybe even something like this. And I would prefer that over the lipstick. So I'm gonna get rid of this as well. I mean, I feel sad because I was so excited to have these and then I barely ever used them. So I just know now that I don't need to buy lipsticks because I do not use them. So we're not gonna anymore. Okay, we're in the final stretches. I have 2 lip stains. This is a ColourPop Fresh Kiss Glossy Lip Stain, and this is in the shade Tutti Frutti. This is a very nice red lip stain that I enjoy. It's a nice glossy stain, but if I blot it, it's also a very nice red color. So I like this. And again, it wears off nicer than a lipstick would. I feel like that would smear or look weird or get in my lines. And this doesn't. So I'm keeping this. And then I also have the NYX Lip IV Hydrating Gloss Serum in the shade Grape Gushing. So this is more of a purpley. It looks black in the tube. But it's a purple, cool toned stain. It's very nice when you do not blot it, like as a gloss. But it's also very nice if you blot it. So I'm keeping this as well. And then the last are my 4 Shrek ColourPop glosses. I have all 4. So there's 2 glittery ones and 2 matte. Well, they're not matte because they're glosses, but like non-glittery colors. So I have the shade Ogre, which is a very nice. I love this one. It's like a green, yellow, and blue glitter. So nice. And these smell very good and they wear very nice. They're not sticky, so I love them. So keeping that. This is the shade Noble Steed. So this is a more neutral gloss with no glitters. Really like that one. Then we have another glittery one, Smart Pink with silver glitters. This is the shade Ogress. Also very nice. And then the last one is more of a berry red, and this is the shade Short Lord. So I'm keeping that as well. So out of everything, we're getting rid of quite a few items. So this is what is leaving my collection, and then these 2 items I'm gonna put with my nail stuff. So not quite leaving my collection, but okay. Yeah, honestly, I know it's not like a lot. I've seen makeup declutters where people are getting rid of bags and bags of makeup. I don't have that much. I try to keep my collection small-ish and with like filled with items that I use. These I don't use, so I feel good about letting them go, and I really feel good about what I'm keeping because I feel like I would use what I'm keeping. So that's it. This is all. Oh, you can't see this one. I'm also letting go that thing and the highlighter. I'm very zoomed in, I'm sorry. Okay, so that will be all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will hopefully see you in one of my next videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.